Hello again, friends, and welcome to another edition of If This Car Could Talk. Today we're featuring another car from the LeRoy Suserud collection. LeRoy is a hardcore Mopar guy, and he has many beautiful and rare cars in his modest collection. His latest addition to the family is our feature car this week. It's a 1976 Dodge Feather Duster. Yep, you heard me right. It's not just a duster, but it's what the marketing people at Chrysler created as a low-price, budget means of transportation. After all, 1976 was just a scant 3 years since the country's first oil embargo. In many people's minds, it may as well have been yesterday. Economical cars were selling like hotcakes, and many foreign manufacturers were importing their models here because they were cheap to buy and cheap to run and maintain. Here's a model presented by Chrysler as a viable alternative to any of the imports. It wasn't promoted well, so production was halted after the 1976 model year. Very few remain. We've never seen one until the day of the photo shoot. It's a really cool car, and now we'll let LeRoy tell you all about this rarely seen model.
Okay, I'm LeRoy Suserud. I bought this 1976 Plymouth Feather Duster about 6 months ago. It came out of a Mecum auction in Indianapolis. I always wanted this car. I had one about 25 years ago, but I sold it, and I always wanted another one. And this one came up, and it went through the auction, and it didn't sell. But the dealer in Indianapolis that was selling it called me the next day. I don't know how he got my name, but he called me the next day and said he had one for sale. And I told him that I would like to buy it, but I wasn't going to pay what he wanted for it. But anyway, we made an agreement, and I bought it and shipped it out here. I've had it since May of 2024. The original guy that had it, he restored it in 2008. He spent $15,000 restoring it in 2008, and it's had 3 owners since then, 3 or 4 owners since then. I'm the 5th owner, and so I'm happy with it. The only thing is, it's a 1976 car, and it has no power steering, no power brakes, and no air conditioning. So it's a lot different to drive it than today than the newer cars. So you have to have strong arms to work the power steering. But I like the look of the car, and I'm going to keep it.
Is there something specific that makes it a Feather Duster?
Yeah, the Feather Duster was in '76. Plymouth made a Feather Duster, and Dart Light, the Dodge made a Dart Light, and they were 187 pounds lighter than a regular Duster. A regular Duster. And they had aluminum parts in it, and the main thing is for the gas mileage in 1976, this got 36 miles to the gallon because of the slant 6 engine and the lightweight.
They all have the same engine?
Yeah, the Dart Light and the Feather Duster, they only made them 1 year. And I have a Dart Light at home too, but it's not as nice as this one. And but I bought this one because it was already restored and in the right price.
That'd be pretty rare. We've never seen them.
Yeah, a lot of people have never seen them because a lot of them were made. The drag racers took them and pulled the engines out and put bigger engines in them because they were a lot lighter and they could run in a stock class with with a lighter car. But that's why a lot of them got ruined. But this one's, I don't I think they made 5,000 of them, but I've only seen probably 4 or 5. I don't know where the rest of them are.
Gonna have some fun with it.
I hope. Only in the winter. In Arizona, you can only drive this car in the winter. I haven't, you know, I haven't driven it. I've only driven it twice since I bought it, so.
Where did it come from? Do you know?
Yeah, I think it was originally in Indianapolis, Indiana. I looked up the people that owned it, and all of them were in Indiana. So it's amazing it's not rusted out.
That's my next question.
Yeah, the guy that restored it must have kept it in the garage all the time. Out here it'll last forever, but if you keep them covered. But
Nice shade of green.
yeah, that's a factory color of green. I think I can't remember. It's sage green or something like that. I don't know.
There's a bigger engine in it.
They always do. They always think it has a 340 or a 360 or 318, but it's a slant 6. And these cars, they had, if the car was made before January 1st of 76, like in late 75, they had drum brakes. But after January 1st of 76, the government made them put disc brakes on the front. So this one has drum brakes, so it's really a late 75. But that's how you tell the difference between a late 75 and an early 76. Because they made them put disc brakes on them. I could probably do that on mine, but I'm not going to touch it.
Very cool, LeRoy. We like it.
I like it. I love it. I only talked to the second owner, and he was the one that put the hood scoops and the wheels on it. And I'm going to call him back and see if I can talk to the original owner and tell him that it's going to be on your website, because it's fairly rare. Like I said, if you look on Google, it only shows a picture of about 6 of them in a bracket, and this is the only green one. So it's kind of interesting. And
They come in all the colors?
I think most of them were tan, plain. I don't know. You can't find much information on them. They probably came the same color as all the Dusters, but I haven't. The ones I seen, there was a red one and a white one, and that's the only ones I've seen. Duster, and it's got a 225 cubic inch slant 6 engine with an aluminum intake manifold, a 1-barrel carburetor, aluminum transmission case, an overdrive transmission, and it's 187 pounds lighter than a regular Duster. And in 1976, it got 36 miles to the gallon. And did I say it was it's a 4-speed, but it's an overdrive transmission. The second guy that owned the car bolted on these hood scoops. They don't normally come with the car, but he wanted to look fancy, and he put the rally wheels and the fake hood scoops. They don't cut out of the hood. They're just bolted on. So it's I like the looks of it. rough. You can feel the vibration, and I gotta figure out how I'm gonna. I'll have my buddy check it out. I don't. See, and it even lights up when.
Oh yeah.
When you're having reverb.
An idiot light, just in case you don't know you're going backwards.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about taking it on a trip, like to Flagstaff or to Kingman, just to see what kind of mileage it gets.
That's a dead end too, so guess we got to go back the way we came.
Yeah.
No one's in our way now, though.
You want me to go fast?
A little faster.
Oh, that's true.
A family Mopar, sort of.
Yeah.
It's
Let's
kind of
see.
funny to think about. When you say Mopar, you think high performance and you don't worry about gas mileage.
Yeah.
And then they build this.
Well, Mopar was a name for their parts.
Right, yeah.
So, yeah, and...
But everybody assumes, though, when you
yeah,
say, I have a Mopar, it's like...
Yeah. And some people don't even know. Here, that got me a thumbs up. Some people don't even know what it means, because I was in Costco one day, and the guy asked me what the hat meant.
Yeah?
Yeah, he didn't know. Some people are just not car people. Where do we want to go now? You want to go that way
Yeah,
or
let's
that
go
way?
across.
I got to be careful, because I don't, this thing doesn't take off like my RT.
All right, from this side.
There's first. Boy, that's a low first. And the rear end is a 294 rear end.
Ah,
So it's a real gas mileage.
we're not doing any burnouts
no,
today.
we're not going to do. I think if you got on it, it'd probably break the rear end. Because these are... I got my Valiant convertible. It's getting upholstery and everything done in it.
Oh, nice.
It was the one that was in a Kit Kat commercial. And when I get it done,
Yeah, we need to come do that, too.
and then I got a Cornet that's going to get done after that one.
Right.
If I live long
that's
enough.
the twin to your convertible?
Yeah. If I live long enough. I told him he's been on that one car for a year and he just started on it.
Let's go over here.
I'll ask my mechanic out in Buckeye. He knows what to do. I'm going to take it out to Buckeye Thursday and
Get her tuned up a little, huh?
huh?
Get her tuned up a little.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to have the oil change and lubed out today. I think takes a special oil because these are older cars and
Right.
they have to have zinc in the oil or it'll wipe out the cams. Wow, they got this. I bet these rich people here are pissed about everybody parking in front of their house. Life in the big city, huh?
That's right. Well, this is why we live here, though. This weather.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
right.
It's fabulous.
I was born here. My mother was born here. My grandmother.
Oh my goodness! Really?
Yeah,
You go
my-
back that far?
Yeah, which way? Go this way. My great grandmother came here in 1880.
No kidding.
Well, one of them,
Must
my
been nothing
grandpa.
out here.
Yeah, there was.
Were they ranchers or something?
No, they were silver miners.
Oh.
They went to Prescott, Mayor in Prescott, in
Just pull up next to us.
in 1890, and then they came to Phoenix in 1900.
Wow.
So they've been.
That's very cool.
I love that.
You love that?
So cool.
Huh?
I said, look at the car.
No, look at the side and see what it says. You know
It's
what
a
a
little
feather
less
duster?
than a hammy.
No, I've heard of dusters, but not the feather.
No, because you'll never see one.
Yeah,
It's very rare.
yeah.
Yep.
So, what do you got in
We
it?
have fans.
It's a slant 6
Oh, really?
with
We'll
an
park it and you can come look at it.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
You wanna-
really? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
go over by us.
Huh?
What year?
76.
Oh my God.
Bicentennial.
It's
car.
almost 50 years old.
I love it.
See, it's got an overdrive transmission. See?
You can just park it anywhere.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
park it. I have, yeah.
Oh, that's
I could drive it. It sits in my garage with the battery charged almost all the time. But this one, it doesn't have. This one, what's hard about this one is no power steering, no power brakes, no air conditioning.
right,
So you can only drive it in the winter
right.
around here.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
But it's supposed to get 29 miles a gallon. Well,
Yeah, with that. Yeah.
Well, what do you guys think of this car, whose sole purpose was to meet the market demands of people who wanted an economy car? This was one of the better offerings because it's a nice size and has lots of interior and trunk space, certainly more than the competition's models. Tell us in the comments what you think of LeRoy's Feather Duster. Have you ever seen one? Maybe you owned one at some point. Well, let's hear the story. Next week, we're bringing you another Mopar from the same era, but a car that was marketed to and bought by a completely different market segment. It's a beautifully restored and a show-winning Plymouth Feather Roadrunner. Don't miss this one. Thanks for watching.